Mindset Game podcast, and I'm your host, James Roberts. I'm a two-time Paralympian, online training and nutrition coach, and owner of James Robert Fitness. You can find more of my content by going to my website, fitamputee.co.uk. But before we get started with today's show, first off, let me take this opportunity to welcome back the regular listeners. And if this is your first time listening to the show, I hope you enjoy this episode and decide to subscribe to the show. Why the colour of our carbohydrates can make all the difference. Beige and white varieties of starchy carbs, such as potatoes, pasta, bread and rice, cause blood sugar spikes, and that the glucose contained within them are more likely to be stored as fat in the body. However, the carb conviction isn't quite so clear-cut, as cooking style can seemingly dramatically affect how your body responds to starchy carbs. Cooling carbs such as bread and pasta and subsequently reheating them before you eat them can increase the amount of resistant starch, aka fibre, in your food. The cooling process makes starch more resistant to digestion due to the effect of the fat molecules in food attaching themselves to the starch molecules, meaning you get fewer calories from your slice of bread. Our bodies only take around half the calories from resistant starch, says Dr. Zand Tulican. Resistant starch makes blood sugar surge less likely and also helps to feed the good bacteria in your digestive tract, in theory leading to a healthier gut microbiome. Top tips from Dr. Zander Tulican for upping the resistant starch quotient of your bread. Freeze it and then toast it straight from the freezer. He's now a convert to reheated porridge for breakfast, another top source of resistant starch. However, short of freezing all your carbs before you eat them, swapping out beige carbs for unprocessed complex carbs are resistant in starch such as lentils, beans, whole grains and pulses to benefit from additional vitamins, minerals and fibre that can bring to the table. Dr. Van Tulican, BBC presenter of The Truth About Carbs, also highlighted the health benefits of so-called green carbs, an umbrella term for fibre-rich fruit and vegetables rather than prospective colour chart. Generally, most people don't assume that veg is actually a carb. These include veg such as butternut squash and celeriac as healthier swaps for potato, and which are important sources of fibre that benefits everything from your gut to your gums. In conclusion, as always, fearing a food group isn't as productive or healthy overall, but the evidence shows that most of us would benefit from increasing our intake of resistant starch and fibre. In the UK, most of us barely reach half the recommended daily target of 30 grams of fibre a day, while considering green over beige more often could help us to become healthier as a nation. In fact, the findings of the programme are set to be rolled out to GPs as a way of helping patients avoid or potentially reverse type 2 diabetes, currently costing the NHS millions in medication. And before I forget, I would really appreciate it if you would be so kind as to leave a short written review, as it helps to get the podcast more notoriety and it would be more visible in future to others, and thus helping more people, which my guests and I are all about. Once again, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time for another episode of the Mindset Game podcast.